Am I gonna be in the vlog? I don't want to be.
Well, I am on my way to Africa. There we are. We're so close. Over the summer, I worked as a youth ministry intern at my local church at home, and they have a mission trip at the end of the internship where we get to go to South Africa and just do a lot of different activities with an organization called Genesis. Say hi!
Hi.
We get involved with high school and we teach freshmen a variety of topics from relationships to how to prevent HIV/AIDS and just a ton of different things. So during a couple of the other afternoons that we were in Africa, we went to after school care centers, and one of the care centers that we went to was called Murchison, and basically it was started as just a gym, so all of the adults would go and they kind of understood that it was a trustworthy place. The care center and the daycare aspect of it was added afterwards, and there's actually like a music center there too, so that kids in the community are able to go over there and just kind of learn how to play music and just spend their time wisely. During that time that we're there, we get to help feed the kids because they don't always get a meal, so we give them like this formula that kind of gives them all their vitamins and all their nutrients that they need for the day, and then we give them a fruit too, just because that's kind of not something that they're able to get every single day. And so we'll go there, just kind of help out, give them food, teach them a Bible story or just whatever they want to learn that day. And then we get to hang out and just play with the kids. And it was actually one of my favorite parts of the trip because 3 years ago I went for the first time in between my junior and senior of high school, and there was this little girl, Zalande, that I had met, and I thought that I would never ever see her again. And she was 3 when I went for the first time, and so I came back this year and I was actually able to see her again, and she was 6 years old, and it was just crazy being able to like make that connection and just see that this organization is something that they go to and they look forward to every single day, and it's not just like a one-time thing. One of the reasons that we find these after-school programs so important is because in the Zulu culture of like the area of Port Shepstone, a lot of kids spend their free time just doing bad activities like drugs or even like doing gang-related activities, and being able to bring a program to a situation or to a community that has a lot of gang violence is just a way to promote kids not doing that. To go to a program that will promote just Jesus, something good in their lives, and just a different activity than the alternative. So there's this new organization that Genesis has started, and it's called Safe Place, and basically it takes the bed of an 18-wheel trailer. There's like a little gate community, and a kid, if they're feeling unsafe, can go there and they will walk the gate and they can talk to a social worker, and then I think there's a therapist or a psychologist on the premises too, and there's also a security guard. And so these kids are able to just go somewhere safe, and then also there's safe play during the day. And so basically outside of the safe place there is like a field, and these kids are able to learn how to play sports, just play with other people instead of going home and picking a lesser alternative. For me, going to South Africa was kind of a spiritual thing because when I went the first time was in high school, and I hadn't really fully accepted Christ in my life. And so I went for the first time just for fun reasons because I'd seen the older kids go in my church, but I didn't really take anything away from it. And so when I went back this year, I definitely just listened to the kids. And the theme for Epic Camp this year was like, tell your story. Like, your story has power because it's the only thing that like is your own. And so during Epic Camp, I got to hear my camper stories, and I think that's something that changed the most for me. Basically, what I kind of saw is that my situation really wouldn't have been affected if I hadn't accepted Christ, and I could take my own time to kind of find Jesus. But in South Africa, those kids, the people that I met there, Jesus is kind of a situational savior too, because it gives them hope. I think for me, just taking away how important your story is and how important stories are over there, and just listening to people, I think that was what I took away most from that.